Alright guys, so this is my second video of finances, and I'm doing this for my daughter's classes, finances, but I'm also making this video for you guys out there, for anyone who wants to see it. Oh, today's stupid shirt of the day, Gonzo, you know?
Although we should say it's his taxes shirt for today.
Yeah, maybe next time. Yeah, I got a shirt that says taxes are gay, because, well, taxes are gay. Anyways, so let's just start off with some of my personal thoughts, my personal beliefs. One, like I said, taxes are gay, but taxes are literally theft. Literally. Uncle Sam takes your money and supposedly provides all these benefits and services and products and stuff, but, you know, I mean, such a small fraction of it you'll ever see, like the roads that get built and stuff like that. That's mostly state taxes anyway. But anyway, you know, you rarely get to see your dollars in use. You know, they take your money and they spend it on how they see fit. Last time I checked, Uncle Sam never asked me how I wanted my money spent. You know, you want to grow the economy? Quit taking people's money and wasting it on bullshit, and let the people decide where to spend their money and circulate the dollars and grow revenue and profits for the companies that, you know, provide real benefits and services. So you want to really grow the economy, quit taxing people. I know there's a lot of liberal people who are like, well, we need to distribute wealth, or, you know, redistribute wealth. Those are people who don't know shit about economics. Usually the people who say, like, take the rich man's money and give it to the poor are usually the poor people who want to take money from rich people. Give me something that's not mine. I haven't earned it. So that's how I feel about taxes. You know, and fuck Uncle Sam. Fuck him. And that's right, I say that right in front of my daughter because I want her to know exactly how I feel. And I want her to grow up with those same ideology. Uncle Sam is the laziest employee you will ever have. He never clocks in. He never picks up a shift. He never does any work around when, you know, all the years that I owned my business, I never saw Uncle Sam not once, ever. So laziest employee and your most expensive employee. I mean, you paying, like, you know, if you start making, you know, good money, he starts taking 40% of everything you earn. Hey, go fuck yourself. Anyways, excuse me. That's just how I feel. Anyway, this is the actual definition. Taxes are collected by the IRS, the Internal Revenue Service, on business profits and sales tax. All right, so when you make money and you earn a profit, let's say, you know, you sell something for $100, $10 of that is profit, and say Uncle Sam's going to take 3-4 of those dollars for his own to give to fucking Ukraine or somewhere stupid. Anyways, so you know, that's. And then the sales tax. So they've already taxed the businesses, and then everything that every business and person buys, they also tax that. Then they tax the customer for buying it, right? So like the businesses already get taxed on the stuff that they bought, but also the customer, you know, you and I and stuff, when we go to HEB, they tax us for the sales on that. With money you already earn that's already been taxed. So the business gets taxed, then they pay their employees what's left of that profit, and then they tax you, the employee. So you have to pay FICA and Social Security and Medicaid and all that stuff. And then your employer has to again match your portion of the FICA, Social Security, and Medicare. And if I remember correctly off the top of my head, it's 6.2 for FICA, 3.2 for Social Security, and 1.45% for Medicare, and that's the employee side, and then the employer has to then pay that exact same percentage. So they're taxing the profit, then they're taxing the payroll, and then they're taxing everything you buy. I mean, in the end, after every dollar has been, earned, 100% of that money gets taxed and goes right back to Uncle Sam, which, then circulates the money back in the economy, and it starts going all over again. They circulate the economy through, printing money.
Which just decreases the value of the dollar, right?
Which, yes, exactly. Even my 14-year-old daughter knows, which when you increase the supply of something, it makes it less valuable. If I had one banana and you're like, damn, I really want that banana, and let's say you're willing to pay $1 for it, but then say I have 10 bananas and you're like, well, there's 10 of them there, like I can get one whenever I want, they're in supply, so I'll pay you 10 cents for them. Well, kind of the same principle for, dollars. You print a whole bunch of dollars, it makes the dollar less valuable, which makes it harder for you as the customer, the citizen, the everyday average Joe, makes your inflation go up and makes it more expensive to buy the things that you were buying cheaper previously, just because Uncle Sam doesn't know how to, run essentially a business. Like the country is a business. They don't know how to run it. And what do they care? It's not their money. I mean, who cares? Not their money. Fuck it. Just print more money. Which is wildly dumb. Not to mention, they also make, they also have reoccurring taxes like property taxes. So, like, let's say that apple or that banana you bought at the grocery store. Well, you paid your sales tax on it, right? That one time you ate the banana, done, poof. Well, property taxes you have to pay every year. So what does that mean? You have to pay taxes to keep the thing that you already bought and paid taxes on? I think we had a situation over taxes once upon a time. Oh, it's right. It's called the Revolutionary War, right? I know they're talking about, taxes without representation, but this is getting egregious where you're taxing people out of existence is essentially what the government's doing. So again, fuck Uncle Sam, and they don't care because it's not their money, I say if we all just quit paying taxes for 1 year, the government's out of business. Poof. Let's see you, try to hold the working man down then. But, those are just my thoughts on it. And then same with business personal property tax. So again, this is double taxation, which is supposed to be illegal, but you just don't have enough people standing up and shouting and refusing to pay taxes, saying, that's bullshit. I'm not going to keep paying taxes on that printer, that copier, that fax machine, that chair, that desk, that server, that, whatever. Everything business, personal property, everything that's inside the office of that business gets taxed every year. So you have to pay Uncle Sam for the privilege to own a business repeatedly every year to keep the shit that you already paid for and already paid taxes on once before. Wildly dumb. Not to mention any licensing and fees and other stuff you have to pay to Uncle Sam to operate. So if we could reduce that and take that money and pump it into the economy to companies and individuals who actually would then use that money to give it to other companies and individuals who provide a good or service that is, benefited from it immediately instead of, we built this road or we have to have, this dam or something like that. All right, whatever. I'm gonna quit getting on that too much. But, so let me see. Sorry, I got all riled up and lost my place. Let's see. So the IRS collects taxes on all forms of income, such as wages, salaries, commissions, investments, business earnings, all that stuff. So on our last video where we were talking about hourly wages, overtime, bonuses, commission, all that stuff, that all gets taxed. And it's all a percentage of everything you earn. So let's see. The types of income tax. So employers, employees split the tax. Again, like I was saying, 6.2 for FICA, that's federal income. Oh man, I just went blank. I don't know, but anyways, that's your federal income tax. Is 6.2%. 1.45 is your Medicare percentage, and 3.2 is your Social Security, and that's your portion, not to mention, like I said, the employer's portion. So that's how much you earn, right? So, or that's how much they collect on a payroll period. So if you get paid once a week, twice a week, once a month, however you get paid, that's how often they also collect their taxes. That's how often Uncle Sam gets paid. But at the end of the year, you have to file taxes, right? So end of the year, let's say, they have tax brackets, right? So right now, currently, there is no taxes collected on the first $11,000 or $10,999 that you make. I'm sorry. Scratch that. The first tax bracket is 10% on $0 to $11,000. So everyone gets paid or taxed 10% of that first $11,000 annually that you earn. Then it goes 12% from $11,000 to $44,725. And then it keeps going up a percentage as your income goes up, because Uncle Sam never gets full. His belly is always hungry for your money. So then the brackets go up to 22%, and then 24, 32, 35, 37%, right? Well, you would think, okay, that's a fairly easy concept to follow, but Uncle Sam can't do easy math. So he's got to say, well, that's for a single taxpayer. So one person, not married, none of that stuff. Then you have a different tax bracket for a different amount, and it really adds up to the same. Like instead of the 10% from 0 to 11,000, it's 10% from 0 to 22,000 if you're married filing jointly. So that's you and your spouse if y'all file taxes together at the end of the year. And the taxes just go up double each tax bracket. And there's no benefit here. Like there's no like, oh, well, if you got married, maybe instead of being 0 to 22, maybe 0 to, 20 would be, or 24 or whatever, would be the, tax bracket, make a little bit of incentive for being married, let there be an incentive for people to get married. Let there be an incentive for people to have babies, stuff like that. Because, you're trying to replenish the workforce, right? But that would make too much sense. And when has the government ever done anything that makes sense? Come on. Then there's also another bracket for married, but you file separately, right? It's dumb. It's just a way of them keeping track of like who paid, their pennies to the government. The tax brackets are the amount or the same amount per person. It's just whether you file jointly or together. The only different one is head of household. It's same tax percentages, but the tax bracket amounts change. It goes from 0 to 15,700 and so on, right? So if you're, husband or wife and you're the only one earning income in the house, you would want to file for head of household. So now you want to give an incentive for one of the spouses to not work and not produce in the economy and, ramp up GDP. I mean, what are you thinking, Uncle Sam? Come on, common sense, let's go. But anyways, and just the more money you make, the more he takes. Uncle Sam is a filthy, filthy gold digger that no one likes. You know what a gold digger is?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure. Even my daughter
I don't know how to describe it. But I know
it's somebody who just tries to take your money.
Yeah, I know. I just don't know how to describe it.
Well, usually it's a lady who is a filthy, filthy whore trying to take your money. That's usually the concept when you think about it. But it could be a dude trying to take a chick's money.
Or in this case, the government. See, my 14-year-old daughter gets it. Why don't you? Stand up and say something to Uncle Sam. Otherwise, sit there, be quiet, and, serve your government overlord. Anyways, so then just when you think, oh my God, the government has just taxed me out of existence. I can't live on this, and then I got my housing, I got a mortgage or rent, and I got cars and insurance and utilities and food and clothing and gas and, but no, wait, there's more. But wait, there's more. Then you have certain states, California, New York, Washington, liberal states, blue states. They have a state tax where, again, it works on the same premises. They take a percentage of everything you earn. Now, living in California, what benefit are you really seeing? Because they take, I think California, if I remember correctly, they were always at 10%, but correct me if I'm wrong, I think they just recently increased it. I don't know.
And which blows my mind because here you are, you have a government that spent the money poorly, and now they're automatically giving themselves a raise to collect more money, to give less products and services, and they're going to spend that even more poor. The government never gets smaller. They never do anything better. It's because the government has a monopoly. They're not like the private market. The private sector, the free market, has to compete with competitors. And when you compete with competitors, you realize, oh, my competitor is offering this product and this service for this amount. So if I want to, sell my product or service, I have to do equal or better. But the government doesn't have to do that. They just have to say, you know what? We're the government. Fuck it. You don't like it? Shut up. Anyways, that is a crash course in taxes and fuck Uncle Sam. But that's also a reason why a lot of people move from other states like California, New York, Illinois, Washington, wherever, and move to red states. And you know what I have to say about that? If you're moving from California to Texas or, New York or wherever, some blue state, moving to some red state, but specifically Texas, because that's where I live. If you're going to come to Texas, don't California up my Texas. Remember, you left that shithole because they were taxing you out of existence or they were doing dumb stuff and you didn't like it anymore and you couldn't take it anymore. So you left. Remember why you left. Don't come over here and be like, oh, you know what? I'm going to make this place like the last place. Like, get the fuck out of here with that shit. We don't want that shit around here. Don't California up my Texas. Okay, so here's where Uncle Sam says, oh, we're gonna throw you a bone, right? They say, well, you paid us every week or bi-weekly or every month, however you got paid. And we took this percentage, and then, you know, we had a higher percentage, you know, say you're at the 37% bracket or 35 or 32, whatever, right? So, you know, they collected, well, what is it, 15.3% throughout the year from you, but you're in the 32% bracket. So they're like, oh, hey, you owe us because you actually owe 35%. Listen? Okay, you actually owe 35% when it's all said and done. So yeah, you paid 15.3%, but you owe 35 because you made more money. You were successful, you were productive, you got a good education, you worked hard, you got to a position where you earn more money, so you owe us. Fuck you, Uncle Sam. If y'all can't tell, I'm not a big fan of Uncle Sam and the government.
I think it's pretty obvious.
Yeah. So then Uncle Sam, in his, you know, he's so benevolent and so wise. Why wouldn't I want him as my government overlord? Anyways, they decide to give you a tax write-off. Well, one of the biggest tax write-off is a, you know, child deduction, right? You know, the child tax credit or whatever you want to call it. They give you a write-off. So like, it's just, you know, self-explanatory. I mean, you know, it's what it means. It says like, okay, if you owe, and I'm just using real simple numbers here, you know, let's say you owed $10,000 at the end of the year, and they give you $5,000 for a child tax credit, then you actually only owe $5,000. But you know, there's quite a few write-offs. So bad debts is one. You know, so your interest on your home, if you pay a mortgage and you have interest, your interest is, you know, can be written off. Property taxes can be written off. Donations can be written off. You know, lots of other medical expenses and stuff like that. And I'll go into a video later on that goes into detail. This is just kind of an overview of taxes, right? So what you want to try to do is at the end of the year is owe Uncle Sam zero. So when you owe that, you know, additional $10,000 besides the amount you already paid weekly, that additional $10,000, you want to have $10,000 in write-off. So you owe Uncle Sam goose egg, zero, nada, at the end of the year. About to go on another rant there, but anyways, that is basically, you know, taxes and the percentages and the brackets and the state taxes and the write-offs and all that stuff in a nutshell, and how I feel about it. And if you don't like that, don't watch my video. Anyways, if you do like it, I'm gonna do some other financial videos. I'll try to make those a little more fun.
Every Monday and Wednesday?
Yeah, every Monday and Wednesday. Well, hopefully maybe I'll make even more. But, you know, I try to make them fun. Even when I go on my rants, I try to still kind of make it quirky and funny and stuff, maybe tell some jokes in there. But anytime I start talking about Uncle Sam and the IRS and the government and, you know, people wasting our tax dollars, oh, I get angry. If I ever see Uncle Sam, I'm gonna kick him square in the dick. Anyways.
Okay.
Anyways, guys, if you like my videos, subscribe, share, comment, and like. See ya.